speak of homosexuals, we'll always be among you, always seeking to destroy. There will be no compromise. We're not middle-class weaklings. Highly intelligent, we're the natural aristocrats of the human race. And steely-minded aristocrats never settle for less. Those who oppose us will be exiled. And we shall raise vast private armies as Mishnah did to defeat you. We will conquer the world because warriors, inspired by and banded together by homosexual love and honor, are invincible, as were the ancient Greek soldiers, family units, spawning ground of lies, betrayals, mediocrity, hypocrisy, and violence. All these will be abolished. The family unit, which only dampens imagination and curbs free will, must be eliminated. Perfect boys will be conceived and grown in the laboratory. They will be bonded together in communal settings under the control and instruction of homosexual servants. All churches that condemn us will be closed. Our only gods are handsome young men. Any man contaminated with heterosexual lust will automatically be barred from a position of influence. All males who insist on remaining stupidly heterosexual will be tried in homosexual courts of justice and will become invisible men. We will rewrite history filled and debased with your heterosexual lies and distortions. We shall portray the homosexuality of great leaders and thinkers who have shaped the world. We will demonstrate that homosexuality and intelligence and imagination are inextricably linked together, that homosexual is a requirement for true nobility, true beauty in man. We will be victorious because we're filled with the ferocious bitterness of the oppressed. We too are capable of firing guns and manning the barricades of ultimate revolution. Folks, I want to tell you that the homosexual agenda of our nation realizes that there's a battle for the soul of our world and willing to pay the price to give it victorious. Are you aware of that? They're willing to die.
Amen.
Of course, the individual that I just read from is a sick puppy. You understand that. But don't think for a moment that he's alone in his perverted reason. Our nation has sown to the wind and is reaping the whirlwind. America is less than 250 years old, is it? Is that right? I think it's about that. The average age of world civilization is 200. Gibbons, in his Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, noted 5 reasons why civilizations fall. I just enumerate them for you. First of all, the undermining of dignity and sanctity of the home, which is the basis for human society. Undermining the home. Higher and higher taxes and the spending of public money for that which pleases the populace. The mad craze for pleasure sports every year becoming more exciting, more brutal, and more immoral. The building of great armaments while ignoring the decay of human responsibility. The decay of religion having the form of godliness but denying the power. Abraham Lincoln saw this coming. And he proclaimed a national fast and a day of prayer. You know, the ACLU would have had a great day with Abraham Lincoln, wouldn't they, back in those years? When he called a national day of mourning and prayer and fasting. This is what he said, Abraham Lincoln. The recipients of the choicest bounties of heaven, we have been preserved these many years in peace and prosperity. We have grown in numbers, wealth, and power as no other nation has grown. But we have forgotten God. We have forgotten the gracious hand which intoxicated with broken success. We have become too self-sufficient, too proud. It behooves us, then, to confess our national sins and pray for clemency and forgiveness. Abraham Lincoln. I want to tell you, God once said to his people, if my people, who are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will forgive their sins and heal their land. Let me ask you a rhetorical question today. Does our land need healing?
Amen.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Or is this just some put on that we'll forget about when we walk out of church? Does it really need healing? Yes. It's a sick nation, and getting sicker by the hour, our nation. And so the question is, does our nation need to be healed? And I say to you, yes it does. When our government funds abortion and say murder is really against the law, except in the second trimester, we need healing. When 3/4 of all American marriages are performed by pastors, priests, and rabbis, and 2/3 of Americans are church members, yet 60% of new marriages are failing, we need healing. With over 1 million teenage pregnancies per year, we need healing.
Amen.
With 7 million Southern Baptist church members who are missing in action, can't find them anywhere. They call them the missing Southern Baptist, and you know, I call them a few things other than that, but the 7 million Southern Baptists missing in action and can't be found. 7 million. Do we need healing? Yes. When homosexuality is acceptable as a lifestyle, but more than that, teachers in schools have the right to present it as an option and an optional lifestyle. Do we need healing?
Amen.
I don't know if you're agreeing with me or not. Doesn't matter, because I'm almost finished. And I'm going to run like crazy. When reading the Bible and praying in public and posting the 10 Commandments is against the law, do we need healing?
Amen.